class, we're going to go through some of the sample problems that you did for your homework today, and have those, you can review these online in case you're having trouble with solving inequalities and graphing them, okay? So, let's start with number 2. 2 is greater than 9 plus a. This is from page 110. 2 is greater than 9 plus a. Okay? Now, take a look at, we've got two sides of this equation. We're going to start on the side with the variable. What should we add to both sides? Add -9, right. You have to write the plus negative. Some of you have to remember to do that. You have to write the operation so that we get rid of the 9 on this side, and we have 0 plus a. That gets us a. Okay? Then we do the same thing to the other side. Add -9. You have to add the same thing to both sides. And what is on this side then? Joey?
That side is 2 plus -9, which is -7.
Good. So a is -7. But it's not equal to, it is greater than. I'm sorry, -7 is greater than a. What does that mean for a? A is then...
A is less than
A is less than -7. And we're going to graph the graph for A. Mark -7. With what kind of dot? Class?
Open.
Open dot. And the arrow should go...
Right.
No. To the left. The same direction as this arrow. When the variable is written first in the inequality, these arrows point the same direction. Okay? Any questions on the process? Add the opposite of the number to both sides. Bring it down to show A is greater than or less than, greater than or equal to or less than or equal to the other side. Okay? Let's go to number 4. Number 4. 2 plus m is less than or equal to 2. Less than or equal to 2. Now what? Chase?
Alright, so you make the line. So line.
Yep, this one.
Go, yeah, that one. And then you on the 2 plus other side, you plus -2.
Good. Add -2.
And then add -2 the other side too.
Yep.
And then you 0 plus m, yeah. And then you equals, so that is 0. And then m is less than 2.
Yeah. Can we have 0? Can we have be less than or equal to 0?
Yes. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, that means that m is going to be either 0 or
Less
below.
than.
right? Mark it with a solid dot. Remember, for the less than or equal to or greater than or equal to sign, we use a solid dot. For just the greater than or less than sign, we use an open dot. Okay? Don't confuse these. Just think of this as 0 is included. So we mark 0 with a solid dot. If 0 is not included, if we know that it is just less than, then we leave it open to show that 0 is not part of the shading. It's not part of the line that we're drawing. Okay? And then we can shade this the same direction as this arrow points because, why? How do we know that these arrows would go the same direction? Kira?
Because the variable is first.
Yeah, the variable is written first. Okay, this statement is about the variable. M is less than or equal to 0. Okay, this is telling about M. Any questions? Let's go to number 6. Negative 7 is less than 5 plus x. This is number 6. Yep. Where do we start?
You start with 5 and go negative 5 to negative 5. First, you put down the line.
First, draw this line. Yep. John?
And then for the 5, you put a negative 5 plus negative 5. And then now it equals 0. You can bring down, you do plus x, and you can bring down the negative 7. Wait, no, you put the plus negative 5 by the negative 7, which equals negative 12.
Good. Now, if we don't put a plus sign here, you might do negative 7 minus 5 is negative 2. Right?
Yeah.
You have to put this plus sign because we're adding 2 negatives together. Alright, so make sure that you put the plus sign in front of the minus sign, that we're adding the negative. That's negative 12. So negative 12 is less than x. What does that mean for x?
The x is greater than x.
Right, then x is greater than negative 12. So when we graph this, 0, negative 12, we use a, what, class? Open dot, and arrow to the right, yes. We know that it is greater than. There we go. Any questions? All right, Joey.
So, because I was here on Monday, I'm just confirming. So the arrow always has to go on the side that it's closed on? Like the greater sign is closed on?
The arrow points the same direction as in the equation if the variable is written first.
Okay.
See, in this case, the negative 12 was written first. The arrow is pointed to the left, isn't it? But that's telling about 12. That's not telling about x. This says negative 12 is less than x. We want to know what x is. X is greater than negative 12. Because when we graph this, we're going to graph what x is. X could be any numbers to the right of negative 12. So, how do we check this, class? How do you know if you've shaded it the right way? Remember when you substitute something in for the variable and it made it true or false?
Yeah.
Let's pick a number to the right of negative 12 and see if it makes it true. 5. 4, 5, I said 5. Negative 11 could be any of those numbers, right? So to check it, you can pick any numbers. Let's say we pick 5. Is 5 greater than negative 12?
Yes.
Yes, true. Then you know you shaded the right way. If you replace a number that's included in the shading portion with the variable, or you replace the variable with the number, I should say, then we know that we shaded the right direction. Okay? All right. That's it for now.